Update 43 in Bloons TD6 is about to come out, and today we have an early access video for you guys. So first off, shout out and thank you to Ninja Kiwi for allowing us to show you guys what's gonna be happening in the latest update. And honestly, I'm just coming into this thing blind. Like, I actually have not seen what is happening. I just read the patch notes. I came in prepared with the reading stuff, but haven't exactly played this thing. So let's go in the first and probably the most exciting feature of this, which is the new Team Boss Rush event. So this is the last event. As you guys can see, there was an empty spot, and now this empty spot, the last spot, has been filled into the event section, and we have the new Boss Rush event, which is a team event in which you have to collaborate with your team in order to defeat bosses. So first off, what do we have here? So this is the usual island, and we're kind of in a team with, I think we're in a team with other Bloons tubers because these are dummy accounts. But even though we're starting with the Boss Rush, I just want to tell you guys that we're going to be showing you guys everything, so this might be a little bit longer of a video than usual. Oh my god, what is happening? Okay, so Boss Rush Stage 1, 359 out of 1150. Okay, so the way that I understand this thing, this is like a boss type of Odyssey. So we have a couple of islands, and if I read this correctly, you do enough damage to the boss, you fill up this entire bar, and then your island is successfully defended. And once you defend the island, you move on to the next one. You have to defend all 5 of these guys. So without further ado, let's hit play and let's see what we have. So Tinkerton, oh my god, this is the new map. We're gonna be seeing the new map as well. You have some relics as well that you can use. So this is the Alchemist, touch all attacks and pop blood balloons, and then 30 tower smash. This is a little bit interesting. Okay, so we have 2 revives, which I know what it is, but I don't know how this works. So let's just hit new game and let's see what we have. Alright, so very interesting. We're playing on the new map, which is called Tinkerton. This is a map that came out with the new Hero Rosalia, but we're gonna be seeing the hero as well. That's just gonna be in a different segment of this video. So around infinite, so we just want to do as much damage as possible. So let's start with what? With the Dark Monkey, which is, I think this is like a nice spot. I feel like I don't even know, like I can see where the balloons are coming out, I just don't know where they're going. Oh my god, you're starting with, wait a minute, you're starting with Bloonaria just straight up. Okay, so how do you defend this? This reminds me of the what was it called, the Infinite Phase Kaling quest, right? Wait a minute, let me try and do it like this. Let's have a wall of fire and let's see how much DPS this thing is gonna do. So start with a 0-2-1 wizard and let's see if this is gonna be enough and what happens. Yeah, this might not be as simple as I thought it's gonna be because we don't exactly get that much cash for popping this guy. So actually, I feel like the wizard is still affecting it a little bit, and it's probably gonna stop in a second. Yeah, there we go. So we have to do something about this. Guys, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. How do you start this thing? Let me sell this thing, and how much money do we have? 2.2k? Yeah, I feel like this is not gonna be enough, is it? Okay, can I actually now go for something like this, like a fire plane ace, and just have it to figure infinite? And I feel like this is gonna, oh yeah, there we go. This is gonna speed things up a lot. So look at this map. This is a super long map. I love this thing. Actually, as soon as we have like $3,000, we can sell this thing. We can get the sticky ninja, which is gonna do a lot of damage. And I'm not sure if you're supposed to be farming. Like, I don't see farm, so I guess you're not supposed to be farming. And we're just about there. We're leaking a lot of lives, by the way, because of all these small balloons. So let's sell this guy. Let's finally, where's my ninja? Let's get the sticky. So the sticky is gonna take over, right? Oh my god, the sticky is absolutely gonna take over. Okay, so I think that we go for a druid actually, because this guy is global. So if I just go like this, if I get a druid of the jungle, I feel like we're gonna take care of the leaks. And now this ninja is gonna go to town, isn't he? Yeah, he's absolutely gonna go to town. But Bloonhurst is spawning these small balloons. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to get the jungle's bounty as soon as possible. So first off, jungle's bounty, just to kind of deal with these small balloons. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. They removed all of these, you know, super good towers versus things like Bloonaris and just bosses. So for example, there's no bomb, there's no dartling, which means that you actually have to be doing DPS. Let's just sell the ninja, by the way. Let's just relocate it like this. So you actually have to be doing DPS to this thing, and then you kind of want to scale into these bigger and stronger towers. So I was maybe thinking, is like a spike factory gonna be a good choice? I don't think it is. I think we just try maybe like, I don't know, maybe like this, maybe like a sniper. We don't want to have a village. Let's go like this actually. Oh yeah, this is getting a lot crazier, but we're not making that much money from popping the balloons. So this druid is actually the best thing that I bought because he's defending all the small balloons, and I really want to get the elite defender. I actually want to leak a little bit of lives so that we can trigger the passive ability, but that's gonna be tricky, I feel like. And there we go. So we have the money for elite defender. Let me just buy this thing. Oh my god, wait a minute, what is happening with these prompts? I feel like we, oh, was this the good choice? I feel like it wasn't like a bad choice getting this guy, right? And now you go for what, like a spike storm? Is the spike storm even gonna be good? So where's Bloonaria going actually? Lunaris is going out. Okay, let's try and get a Spike Storm. I think this is gonna be fine. If we get the Carpet Spikes, that's gonna be amazing. So let's go like this. Look at the Hot Shots as well. Oh, never mind. We didn't need to get this because we have the Relic, which allows us to pop Lead Balloons. Let's use the ability. Let's see how much damage the ability absolutely owns. We need to get rid of some of these towers. Okay, so look at this thing. The damage is insane. Let me just check the damage to these guys. So Ninja 26,000. The Ninja is throwing stickies, but it's like barely throwing them. The Elite Defender is absolutely going to town. That's a lot of Moabs. Hey, look at this thing. So we have 61 lives, and I feel like we're probably gonna lose to this thing. So let's actually see what happens. 15. Oh, look at that. So you get like some extra lives back. All these balloons are... No, he went in front. No, I don't like that, actually. Oh my god. So we have to do... Let's sell the Alchemist. I'm not sure if the Alchemist... I feel like it might be a good idea to have the Alchemist. Let's get this thing, the Carpet Spikes, and then what? The Elite Defender? Because we need to defend the end of the track. So maybe like a Spirit of the Forest is probably going to be really nice, right? Okay, so let's use the active ability. And let's... I think I should... I kind of want to sell this guy. So that I buy... I think I should do it. Let's sell this guy. Let's buy the Spirit of the Forest so we don't have to worry about the small balloons. 47 pops. Is this good for the first time? I feel like it's not bad, but I didn't know about this jump mechanic. I don't know, it's kind of decent when the ability is active, right? Let me give this thing an Alchemist, but no, everyone is just too close to the exit, and I feel like, yeah, there we go. So we're just gonna lose to this thing. And there we go. That's gonna be 50 pops, it looks like. So you cannot actually win or lose this game. We're just trying to get, you know, as many pops, I guess, as possible to this thing. So we're definitely gonna try this again, but let's improve our strategy. Oh, wait a minute. So this is how it works. So 1,150, that's the HP, actually. And because we had 359 and we did 50, that is actually taken out of this. So we actually have 300 left to go, and I feel like that might be possible. I want to show you guys this new feature, which is called Redeem Code. So basically what you do is you go into the settings menu, you click this one, and then if you have a code, you can enter it and you're going to get a free reward. Now in the update video, Ninja Kiwi actually did say that there is going to be a hidden code. So thanks to you guys in the comments, which basically figured it out immediately. The code is actually, I'm gonna play it on screen so you guys see where in the video it is, but the code is basically not a code, and I think this is case sensitive, so I'm capitalizing the N, the A, and the C, and let's see if this thing is actually gonna work. If not, the code is a code. Oh my god, you found the hidden code. Here's some monkey money. How much do we get? 500? That's like a full quest worth. Oh my god, I love this thing. So this is gonna be super cool because it's not only monkey money. I think they're gonna be giving out all sorts of different things, so stay tuned for that one. And this is a feature that I can actually get behind. Alright, I have a lot more stuff to show you guys, so I'm actually gonna do my last attempt right now, and I think our strategy was really good, but I think I can improve in small spots. So first off, I think that what we're doing with the wizard into the ace is actually a great idea. So that's what we're going to be doing this time around as well. But let's actually watch things. Let's just be buying things a lot faster, and let's just be a lot more mindful. So the first time you pop this thing, you get about 1,000. Yeah, you get exactly $1,000. So let's buy this thing. So how much does this guy sell for? He sells for $1,069. So as soon as we hit like it's actually closer to $600. We can actually sell the wizard. So the wizard's wildfire is somehow still doing damage, and I feel like this is gonna be the time. So let's actually sell this thing. Let's go like this. Let's get the fighter plane, and this is, I think that we're doing this a lot better than last time. But now look at this thing. So it goes so much faster, which is gonna allow us to get the flash bomb and the sticky that much faster. But I feel like our transition into, you know, these late game and finishing towers was not as good as it could have been. So here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get the flash bomb, but I also wanted to kind of spam a bunch of ODS, maybe like 2 or 3 ODS aces. And yeah, this is definitely a lot faster than last time, right? Okay, so let's sell this thing. Let's get the sticky going, and I feel like I might want to be rebuying the aces. So let's try and get these guys going, and then I'm gonna have the village like in this spot that we had it before. And you know what? I think we probably do we want to get a druid. I'm not exactly sure. Let's see how much damage the ace is doing. Is that even a good idea? The ace is probably not a good idea. Okay, let's buy something else. Yes, let me sell. Do I want to sell the ace immediately? I feel like yes, right? Because this thing it sells for a lot of money actually. So let's sell this thing. We made a mistake with the ace, but that's fine. I think we can still save this thing. By the way, I'm not buying the druid, so we're saving a little bit of cash on it. But at the same time, I see a lot of leaks in the back. Maybe it is time to get the druid, right? Just go like this, because we don't want to be losing, because Bloons is going to do a jump, and that's probably the most devastating thing that can happen to you. So let's go like this. Let's use these. So I'm going to get one more spike storm actually after this one. Okay, so yeah, look at this. And you know what? Maybe we should be just doing something like this, like an embrittlement ice, because it's only +1 damage, but that +1 damage does a lot of work with these spike storm abilities, right? So let's just go like that, and let me just, what else are we doing? So are we going straight for the the avatar right now, or are we? Oh my god, that was a lot of damage. I feel like we are, right? So how much is this thing? One of these guys sells for 8k, so that's like $16,000. So the second that we hit like closer to 30k, that's when we sell these guys, and I feel like this is gonna be a lot better than last time, right? You know what? We can actually sell the ninjas, so we can probably go like now. So let's. I'm clicking the buttons, by the way, because I don't have hotkeys on this account. So let's go like this, buy the avatar rat, and this guy needs a lot of help. He needs a lot of attack speed. Let's get the village. Let's get him his brothers, his Popla's brothers. Let's just give him a lot of attack speed, and I feel like this guy's gonna go to town, but we need to be a little bit faster than last time. So how many are we? Are up to 3. Let's get. Can I fit one more? I think I saw the spawn actually. I need to be a little bit faster than this. This is gonna be number. Oh no, we leaked. Oh my god, my last attempt. No, this is so sad. No, what did we leak? I wasn't even paying attention. Let's just have the last guy like this. So we have 5 pop plus, and I feel like the overclock was probably not even a bad idea. We can sell. Let's start with the damage amplifiers a little bit earlier this time. So let me get the embrittlement like this. I feel like we're doing a lot of damage, by the way. Let me just check which one is the. This guy is the avatar, right? So let me just overclock him. And let's actually go for the call to arms a little bit earlier this time around, because we bought it super late last time, I feel like. So we go call to arms, and I feel like maybe we go for the homeland as well. We're making a lot of money, by the way, but we need to defend the small balloons as well. So I'm still not shying away off of the spirit of the forest. Overclock this guy. Should we be risking this thing? Should we be going without the spirit of the forest? I feel like we are missing out on just dealing with the small balloons, because it's gonna get a lot messy at the back. So let's go like this. Let me get the super bill, some damage amplifiers, which works really great with this guy. And then what else? Are we still going for the carpet of spikes, or like what's the cash? What's the last tower that we're defending with? I'm still taking carpet of spikes, so let me sell this guy. Let's just go for the carpet of spikes, guys. Let's use the home now, which we do have now, by the way. Overclock, it's this guy. I don't want to mess up the overclock, so let's go like this. We're at 70 pops. It's actually going kind of well, but I'm really worried about the exit because I can't see anything. And we're gonna have the carpet of spikes in a second, so let's buy it up. Let's use the active ability as well. We can get some damage amplifiers, which I think we should absolutely be doing, and we should be out buffing. Oh, that's not the damage amplifier, by the way. Let's get this thing going. Let's out buff. Let's do an overclock. This is super close to the exit. If we can get this, yes, there we go. So we get the crippled mob, so this is gonna amp the damage that much. And I don't know, guys, maybe like we get like, what do we do, like a dark knight towards the back, just so we get a little bit of slow onto these guys. But it is a huge mess. Like, I feel like it's gonna be the small balloons that leak. So we beat our previous record of 81. It was the last time that we did this, and I feel like if we didn't have a jump going, this would have easily been like, I don't want to say over 100, but probably like easily over 90, right? Because we're doing so much damage to this thing. Actually, you know what, and now if we sell some of our towers, we can probably afford a Paragon, something like that. But $40,000, avatar rat, this guy, you know, the carpet of spikes, the super monkey, I don't know, guys. We did a lot of damage, and if it wasn't for that jump, we would have had it. And look at this thing, it says final strike, which I think means that we were the ones that defeated the boss, and if we back out, I think that stage 1 is over thanks to the damage that we did, right? Oh, look at this thing. It was actually us that defeated this thing, and oh my god, milestone 1 complete. So wait, monkeys lost, you lose the alchemist and the heli. Oh, wait a minute, so you actually lose towers the further you go. That's actually really interesting. So we got a relic, which is, oh, we can't click it right here, but the next boss is gonna be Phase, so let's claim our rewards first. So look at this thing, the next boss is gonna be Phase, more HP, 1750, so 600 HP more. We got a new relic, which is abilitize, all activated ability cooldowns for all monkeys are reduced by 10%, but we are losing monkeys. So what this means is that you're actually, oh, wait a minute, you can just purchase a ticket for $50, right? Just $50 with monkey money. Let's just actually do that. Why not? Alright guys, so that's how the event works, and I'm actually gonna take a break from doing this thing. You can play this thing infinitely, basically, because you can just keep buying tickets, it looks like, with monkey money. But we played a lot of this event so far, so let's actually check out the new hero and the new map. Rosalia, that's how you pronounce it. I heard Sam from Ninja Kiwi pronounce it Rosalia, but I feel like I'm just gonna be calling her Rose, right? So let's place this new hero, and let's look at this thing. So this is just I think this is the 16th hero that we get in Bloons TD6. That's a lot of heroes, guys, but this is probably gonna be one of the most fun ones. So this is a hero that you can actually relocate. There are 2 new buttons. So before we hit start, let's just see what these buttons do. So first one is, yeah, this is the relocation. So anywhere in the radius of the platform, you can just relocate her, and then she has a little bit of an attack radius, right? So what this attack does, let me actually move it towards the back, actually, so we can see the attack happening. So while she's moving, she cannot attack. That's really interesting to know. And look at this thing. So this is the grenade. It's an AoE attack, which I guess does 2 damage per shot. It's really cool. And then if you switch to this one, to the other one, it is the laser attack. So the laser attack does not, it still does 2 damage. It has, like, how much was that, like 2 pierce, I feel like I saw. And then while she's level 3, let's actually see what the ability does. So this ability is called Scatter Missile. Rosalia's workshop launches a missile, so it's actually the platform, launches a missile that rains destruction from above. And then let's use the level 3 ability, see what it does. Oh my god, so it targets the first balloon, I think it is, or is it dependent on the target? It just keeps raining missiles. That's actually really cool. Now let's read this next one. So it's gonna be level 4 Adrenaline Rush. Rosalia attacks faster the more balloons are nearby. Okay, so you actually want to have her inside, inside the mess actually on screen so that she can get more attack speed, it looks like. Okay, so let's do a little bit of a test right now. So I switched her to strong, and so I want to test the level 3 ability and see if this thing actually targets the strongest or the first balloon by default, or is it dependent on her targeting. So we're gonna wait for the pink balloons to arrive actually, and I'm gonna use the ability as soon as we see them. So it should be right about now, so let's use it. Oh, it actually follows the target, and that's really cool. And it actually kind of wipes the screen where these small missiles are getting launched, and I feel like these missiles are not gonna be that strong at the beginning, but they're gonna start becoming a lot stronger. This level 5 Rosalia's attacks are improved. Grenades can bounce multiple times. Oh, wait a minute. And weapons fire an enhanced shot every 10th attack. Okay, so that's actually really important because you kind of want attack speed on this hero, right? So the more attack speed you give, the more often you see the attack. Oh, that was the attack. Did you guys see that? Let's actually watch if we can see the attack again. So every 10th attack, she's going to just power up her gun. Let me actually use the level 3 ability by the way on this guy, and let's just watch what the new attack does. So every 10th attack, every 10th shot is gonna get powered up, and yes, that's small ball, but the ball seems to be missing balloons, so you can actually see what it's doing. Okay, so does she have camo detection? I think the answer is no. She does not have innate camo detection. Maybe she gets something like, I don't know, maybe like later on something like that, but for now she doesn't. And she also cannot pop purple balloons, by the way, but can the ability pop purples? I feel like it can, right? Yes, there we go, no problem with it. So this is actually an interesting level coming up. This is gonna be level 6, and it says aircraft efficiency. So monkey aces and heli pilots placed near the workshop have all upgrade costs reduced. That is very interesting. So I feel like this is the radius. Let's actually test these guys first. Oh, look at this thing. You guys see the small little icon appearing above the platform? So let's buy this thing and let's see how much of a discount is this. I mean, I actually don't know the prices, so maybe, so this should be 865 and we get it for 820, so it's like a 5% discount. Okay, I mean, that's kind of fair. That's kind of nice. When you go into these upper upgrades, I guess it's gonna add up. Wait, does it actually work on all tiers? Let me just check. I think it does, because this is the tier 3. This costs $1,795, and if you go into the menu, it's $1,890. So yeah, you do get the upgrades. I think it's gonna be across all tiers, which is really cool when you think about it. It's quote unquote only 5%, but 5% is a lot when you talk about the tower that costs like $48,000 or something like that. Okay, I actually sold the heli because I still want to have her, and this is gonna be the bomb attack. And what does the bomb attack do when you power it up? I actually don't know. Let's just see. So it shoots like a super strong, a super fast bomb, I guess, that goes through all different balloons. So it's very interesting. I feel like she's kind of good so far. She is defending, but she's gonna need a little bit of help, and the problem is that these projectiles are not seeking. She's probably gonna need a little bit of micro, because the single target attack, yeah, it does a lot of damage, but at the same time it's just not dealing with all of these balloons. Like, look at this thing. It almost one-shots a zebra, which is really cool, but I guess it misses a lot. And let's actually see what level 7 does. Upgraded jetpack. Rosalia hovers above the battlefield. Wait a minute, this is a new ability. Oh, wait a minute. Flight boost ability. I see some yellows. Let me just target the yellows. Oh, so these missiles actually have a little bit of a delay time, so you want to be preemptively using them. But let's keep reading the level 7 ability. Flight boost ability. For a short time, all nearby aircraft are faster. Rosalia pursues balloons over the whole map. We need to use this thing right now because we're gonna lose. She started flying, but I don't think she's gonna catch the balloons. Okay, so I hit it continue, and look at what she does. She uses both her guns. So she has the laser and the bomb attack, and while she's flying, she's on pursuit basically, and she is following these balloons by herself, and she's targeting them. So this is really cool actually, if you're kind of about to leak balloons and then eventually it ends. Let me use the ability again, by the way, because we get it refreshed. And let's see how long this thing lasts and how much is the cooldown. Yeah, so this can be kind of a life-saving ability. Oh my god, I wish she would fly all the time. That would be too strong, by the way, wouldn't it? Yeah, so for example, for round like 36, I think you want to switch to the grenade attack, right? Because you need a little bit of AoE. Yeah, there we go. There's a little bit of micro involved with this hero for sure, but you kind of want to be careful, right? So for example, we have black balloon, so we switch to the laser now. And we can also use the jetpack if we want to, but I think I want to hold on to it. So let me get the alchemist to 420, and I think I'm going to be getting an overclock actually, because we need to get some attack speed onto her, because every 10 shot is the superpower one, so you actually want some attack speed, right? Alright, so round 39, we're going to have the Moab come out in a second, and I'm actually not going to be clicking any abilities. I want to see how much damage she does to Moab class balloons and if she can deal. So let's just check the damage counter. So 14, oh, that's about it. It's 8 damage a shot that she does. And wait, what happened to the Moab? What just happened to the Moab? Why did the Moab move back? Am I missing like a level? Let's see how she does with these ceramics. She's not, but let's use the level 3 ability. Oh, you know what it is? I think we got an enhanced attack on the laser. So every 10th attack pushes Moab class balloons back. You can't see it on the small balloons because it just one-shots them, but on this, oh my god, that's what it does? It moves balloons back? And I actually used the boost ability on 48. This round 49, which is gonna have a bunch of ceramics, but we did get the overclock. So I'm actually gonna overclock her, and I think she's just gonna go ham onto these balloons, right? We need the empowered attack. Let me actually switch to the bombs. I think this is gonna be more important. And oh my god, these bombs are just going to town. Wait a minute, after a certain point, is it better for you to switch to the bombs? Because I feel like the bombs are a little bit better now, because they just do a lot of AoE and it's just a lot of damage in general. So we saw the lasers versus the Moab around 40, but how are the bombs doing versus the Moab? I am not sure. Are we gonna get like an empowered attack? I don't think we can rely upon that thing. Let me just overclock her and let's see how much damage she does. So I don't think we are gonna see an empowered attack, and yeah, she absolutely destroys the small balloons. Yeah, I feel like maybe the bomb attack is kind of nicer. Am I wrong about that one? Let's just use the level 3 ability on a Moab, how much damage it does. So it follows it around, but it doesn't do that much damage. It's kind of nice actually. What am I talking about? So 2 Moabs. Let me use the level 7 ability, and actually we're gonna have level 10 kind of soonish. I'm gonna buy it, by the way, just because I want to see what it does. So it's a kinetic charge ability. Charge attaches to a balloon, harnessing energy when the target takes damage, then releases accumulated energy in a huge detonation. You know what? I feel like this is one of those that you need to see what it does. So let's actually use it on this Moab. Is this small little thingy that just attached onto a Moab. So the Moab is taking a little bit of damage, and what's it gonna do when it pops? Actually, let's just see. It didn't do anything. Wait, what did it do? I did not exactly get that thing. Wait, what just happened? Okay, so let's actually test the level 10 ability versus a BFB. So this thing is gonna get attached. I'm gonna overclock. This is a little bit of a nice quality of life change, by the way, because if you hit the overclock on the hero, it actually just overclocks her. And that thing, it actually doesn't. Oh my god, this thing has like a lot of pierce. It is pushing back a lot of balloons at the same time. That's actually amazing. So I kind of understand what this level 10 ability does, but I'm just having trouble thinking about where it's useful. So what you want to be doing is you want to be attacking the balloon that has a charge on it, and then the charge is eventually going to explode and it's going to do a lot of damage around it. Now the problem is, how do you use that thing? What's a situation in which that is useful? Because you're gonna need the balloon to survive, I feel like, because the more HP the balloon has, then the more damage you're gonna be able to do to it. And so I feel like I'm not exactly sure I see where this thing is useful. Maybe you guys can help me out a little bit. Okay, so round 63, let's switch to the bombs actually. Let's go like this, and I feel like I want to get the MIB because we cannot deal with the zebras actually. So let's just get the MIB so we can pop them. Okay, so let's actually try like this. I use the level 7 ability, which by the way, I think I mentioned this, but it makes her use both of her weapons at the same time, which is really strong. And so let's wait for the glue to slow these guys down, and then let's use the level 3 ability. We do as much AoE as possible, and bam, there we go. Okay, so now we have Warp Class Balloons, so I'm gonna switch to the laser, and I want to see some pushback onto these guys. She is overclocked, which is really nice. I'm gonna use the glue strike, actually get some damage going, and let's use the charge. Let's use the level 10 ability and see if we can just attach. Where is it? So the charge is in this one, and yeah, this thing didn't. I mean, there was an explosion for sure, but I don't feel like this is. I don't know, guys. How do you use this ability? I'm gonna need your guys' help on this one. Question: does the 10th attack from the laser push back BFBs? We're about to find out. Let's see. Oh, it actually does. The distance seems a little bit smaller than actual Moaz, but it does push BFBs. That's amazing. So this thing works onto BFBs just right out of the get-go because we haven't had an upgrade. Now, let me just use the level 7 ability, by the way. Yeah, she definitely looks like an interesting hero. She's gonna take a little bit of, you know, taking care of, kind of microing a little bit and stuff, but she's actually really cool. Alright, so I've been eyeing this level 13 upgrade, and it goes like this. Rosalia's attacks are improved with bouncy grenades, now also creating cluster explosions. Oh my god, we're gonna get some clusters. Lasers upgrading to plasma and even stronger enhanced 10th attack. I feel like this is going to be a huge power spike, so I'm just going to buy this level and let's see what it does. Okay, so I'm going to overclock her. We have the lasers equipped, which is actually plasma now. Okay, so there's a little bit of a stagger onto these Moab class balloons. It is doing a lot of damage. Let's see how strong these guys are. So I feel like these laser shots, they're one-shotting pretty much everything as far as I can see. And that was a huge boom, and that was a huge knockback onto this BFB. Let's see if we can get it again. Oh my god, just keeping it in place. So she's essentially like a more pressed boomerang in her own way, right? It just depends on how much pierce the attack has. Okay, now let's switch to the grenades and let's see what the grenades are doing. Oh my god, they're clusters. This thing is way too good, I feel like. Is it? Am I just, you know, in awe just seeing a hero do this much damage? Because I feel like this isn't impossible. Like, this is, she's just wiping all of these balloons by herself. Just keep in mind she's overclocked. I can stop overclocking her, by the way, but I don't know, guys. So something I'm noticing is that I don't think there's like a preferred attack that you want to have. Like, there's no one thing is better than the other. It's just like you just have to keep switching her attacks, or at least her weapons, you know, in combination with the towers that you have, and then maybe with the balloons that are coming out on screen. Okay, so I just bought level 15 and it goes like this. Laser attack deals much more damage to mob class balloons, and grenades deal more to ceramic balloons. Okay, so I think that this is the time in which you have to choose what you want to do, and they kind of, you know, they kind of separate the attacks in sections. So this thing is good versus that, and then the other thing is good versus something else. So the lasers are good versus mob class balloons, and it's pushing them back every 10th attack, which is really nice. And then the grenades deal more damage to ceramics, which is just gonna be cleanup, right? So for example, around 74 we have a bunch of ceramics, and I think I should be switching to the grenades at this point, because yeah, she's just gonna clean them, all of them up. Okay, so around 77, a bunch of small mobs, and then we're gonna have a bunch of BFBs. So I'm actually gonna switch to the lasers because this is gonna be a purely mob round. And then there are some interesting levels, which this is the one, by the way, and this is the second time that I'm seeing this description. It says adrenaline rush, maximum attack rate boost increased. Now I think I know what this thing means, but because we've been already going for a very long time, I'm actually gonna leave this for a separate video. And I think that this is just gonna make the hero just go ham. She's gonna go crazy. If this thing does what I think it does, she's gonna go crazy, and I actually don't really want to try it out in this video because we've done so many things. So seeing all these abilities, I feel like the flight boost is a really cool one because it allows her to use both of her guns, and then the stronger the weapons are becoming, she becomes a powerhouse, right? So I feel like the flight boost getting reduced is probably one of the best things that she can do. So let's just use this thing, by the way, and let's look at her go. So she's defeating everything. She's pushing balloons back. She's dealing with the small balloons. I'm not exactly sure how good she is, but I feel like a 2-tower chimps is actually going to be really possible with her. And finally, the ZOMG. So let's use the level 10 ability one last time. So this thing is gonna get attached. The laser actually pushes ZOMGs. That's actually crazy. She does so much damage to this thing, by the way. And yeah, so let's deal with the ZOMG, and then let's just read what the, oh wait a minute, let me just go ham with these abilities. She cleans out the entire map, and then let's see how she does versus free play, by the way. And then we're really close to level 20, which I really want to check out. So let's kind of deal with these rounds. She is dealing with them, honestly, but we did buy a bunch of levels on her, so she's level 19. I don't think in a normal game she is going to be level 19 at this point, but honestly, so far so good. She's keeping the balloons in place, and the balloons are not getting past her. So essentially, even if the map was like half what it was, we're generally dealing with the balloons, and if we're not, we just use an ability. But level 20, Guardian Automation. This is gonna be the last level, and this is probably this is a very cool description. So the anti-balloons upgrade cost is reduced by 30%. So the anti-balloon is actually cheaper. That's crazy. Scarab missile now fires triple the missiles, and kinetic charge damage is greatly increased. So kinetic charge is the level 10 ability. The scatter missiles are the level 3 ability. So it should fire a lot of missiles at this point. So let me just use it. Let's see what it does. That's a lot of rockets. Yeah, there we go. Anti-balloon's price should be... Wait a minute. Why is it 75,000? This thing is... I don't think this is working, guys. This thing might be bugged. The upgrade cost is reduced by 30%. Wait a minute. I thought it was bugged because I didn't have it in her range, but this is clearly inside of her range, and I don't see a price reduction in the tech tier. Let me just kind of sell some of these towers. Is this thing bugged a little bit? Let me just see. 75,000. Yeah, this thing should not be 75,000, but yeah, that's probably... you know what? It's probably gonna get fixed by the time this thing comes out. But you know what, guys? This is about it. These are the main features of update 43, and I could not be more excited to test this thing. But that's gonna be it for this video. We unfortunately have to end it off, and I would have loved to test a bunch of things, but I think that this is our time. So I'm gonna be seeing you guys very, very soon with this update drops. I really hope you enjoyed this video. A huge thank you to Ninja Kiwi for giving us early access, and I'm gonna see you on the next one.